Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Join me as I create His Eye is on the Sparrow.
Hey everyone, it's Susie Lee with Bella Lina Boutique. Come on in. Welcome to my segment of Craft Around the Clock. I'm doing an angel wing, a hymnal title. His Eye is on the Sparrow. We're going to be doing some stenciling, and we're going to be doing some painting and a little bit of hand lettering. And so come on in. Hey, sweet Doris, how are you? Oh, whew. The last few minutes have been a little bit cray-cray over here at Susie's house, just trying to get my my Facebook to work. It was not letting me go live. So anyway, I'm so glad I'm here, because I was ready to say, throw in the towel, I'm done. I'm going to my grandkids game today. So I'm like, okay, well, let's just go early. Because I'm not going live. Anyway, we're going to be using two stencils. This one is from I got from Vintage Retail Therapy. I do sell these. I don't know if I have one of these in my Etsy shop. I may or may not. I do have a couple of these. If you're interested, I have not listed them in my Etsy shop, but after this live, if you see that you would like to get these stencils, I can direct you. I do have a couple of those bird ones, those sparrow ones. So we're going to be doing the sparrow. Okay, so here, and we're going to be using some Form Flex clay today. So, anyway, let's see who else jumped on here. If anybody, Roti, Mom Crafting, how are you? Nice to have you. Hi, Deb Cobb. All right, and Rose Rogers, hey, sweet lady, hey. Oh, I think I said hello to you all. I have, in fact. All right, so this is a product from this Tammy that she sells Form Flex, Tammy Yaw. She sells Form Flex, and I got this some time ago. It's the first time I've opened this pack, but I've been using Form Flex for a while now. What I needed today was some spackling compound, joint compound, something to do this stenciling on, and I didn't have any. And it dawned on me that I have this Form Flex clay. Now, if you've ever seen pottery done, you know that you have to sometimes connect pieces. Like if you're making a cup, you have to connect the handle, right? And they make something called slip. All it is a watered down version of the clay. It's called slip. It's like a glue, and it holds the pieces together, okay? So I made some slip out of Form Flex, and I've never done it before, but I did a little sample. You want to see it? It turned out really, with the smaller angel wings. I did it on a piece of cardstock, and then I went over it with some Pent Art paste, wax paste, and I think it turned out really cute. So what I'm going to do, let me tell you, this is a board, an 8x16 canvas board from Hobby Lobby, and what I had to do to start was I had to find the middle. This is 16 inches long, so I went to the 8-inch mark, made me a little mark there, and I laid this down on here, just like this. And kind of decided where I wanted it to be on the board. Then I went to the other side. I flipped it this way, and I did the same thing on this side. But what I did was I just took some scrapbooking ink. I have this, it's called Lightning Black, but it's like gray, really. So I just kind of took this Lightning Black, and I just went over around the edge of the stencil, just so that I know where it is and where I can do my writing, how much room I had to put the sparrow. I just kind of had to sort it all out in my head, okay? So what I'm going to do now, I created this slip to use for like a textured paste out of Form Flex. So if you've never done this before, I would encourage you to play with your Form Flex, because it's kind of fun. And let's Let's see. I'm going to try and line this up. If it doesn't line up perfect, that's okay too, because it'll just look like some shading. It'll look really pretty, I think. Anyway, hey, Kelly Cat Crafts. Thank you, my dear. If you would have seen how quick I got ready, I could not go live today, sister. It was not letting me. I had to completely delete my app. I got ready in like 5 minutes. So if I look like, that's why. I barely got my yip tick on. Just barely. Anyway, so I'm just going to go and try to put this right where I had it, right here. Okay, I'm trying to find all the lines and place them nicely, neatly, sweetly, petitely, right there. With every package of FormFlex compound, you get one of these little nifty cards that just kind of, you can put it on with, you know, when you're making your molds. Now, this is not a mold, this is a stencil, so this is a little bit different. Now, I've already given it some water, but that was earlier, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a little squirt more of water. I'm going to get in here with my finger, and I'm just going to soften it with a little bit of water. I'm just making, like, if you were a potter, you would make something called slip, okay? And you would give it a little bit more over here. I might need more of this. I might have to open this up so that I can do both sides, both wings. Oh, what a day I'm having. That was crazy, guys. That was freaking me out a little bit. Because I was like, well, now what do I do? How am I going to go? How do you go live when it's not letting you? I was like, what now? What did I do now? I'm thinking, that was my first thought. Now what did I do? Now what am I losing my page over? I'm like, what did I do? What did I do? I didn't do nothing this time. It was not me this time. Scary stuff, I'm telling you. They make me crazy. All right, so I'm going to just take this little bit of slip, I'm going to call it, FormFlex compound with a little bit of water, just kind of making it mushed up. That's a technical term. Just making sure to me, it's smoother than using spackling compound or any of that. So all I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to hold this down, this stencil, and I'm gonna go in with this FormFlex, just like this, and I'm gonna put me some on there and work it in. Just gonna work it in with my little card here that you get with your FormFlex compound. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to create some more. You can see that. Just push it down really well. I probably could have taped it. Woulda, coulda, shoulda taped it, but I didn't. But I'm just going to get in here really good and make sure that all of the holes are covered well with the FormFlex. Works really well, actually. If you've never used FormFlex compound, this is a way that I've never used it, but you know, my mama used to say, any port in the storm, which means you do what you got to do. If you need something real quick, you're going to make it, or you're going to figure it out. It's kind of what I did. I said, oh, I've got FormFlex. I'll make slip out of it. Been wanting to do this anyway and see if it worked, and by golly, it did. How about that? Okay. Just got to add a little bit extra here on this end. And it dries pretty quick, I gotta say. I'll get it to the end of the card so I can push it down in. But you're gonna be surprised at how cool this looks when it's all said and done. The key is making sure that all of the holes in the stencil have been covered, and they look like they are pretty well covered. Smooth it out and then lift. Here's the reveal. I love this part. Ta-da! Ha ha ha! Oh, down here got a little mookie, but that's all right. I'm okay with mookie. I can fix it. I can fix a little mookie down here. Got a little bit much, but that's all right. What are you saying? Finally got hold of the guy. Mows your yard. He was coming every week. Haven't seen him in a month. Knee-high grass. Oh my gosh. Knee-high grass. That's not good. All right. So I don't know if you can see this yet or not, but what you can see is after I finish drying it, then you're going to get to see how I add this Pint Art wax paste. This is chameleon, and it's kind of a almost broke it. The lid wasn't on it. Do you see what kind of day I'm having, y'all? I need prayer. Good thing I'm not driving today. Jim's driving. Jim's driving. As soon as we leave here, we're heading out to the ball game. My granddaughters are playing. So we're gonna just got this stuff on my pants. Seriously. Oh my goodness, crazy. Crazy. They don't call me crazy grandma for nothing. I earned that title, just so y'all know. All right. And when I did that, a hunk of paper plates just came flying out at me. Yeah, it's coming that kind of a day. That's all right. Hi, Kathy Cortez. Pray for me, sister. Having a day. Kathy Cortez is my prayer warrior. When I need answers real quick, call Kathy. Kathy. All right, here we go. We're going to lay this down over here on this end, but you know what I probably should do? No, what, Susie? Wipe it down, Susie. Wipe it down because it's going to make a mess if you don't. Because I got to flip it, see, to the other side. Okay, that's better. Not perfect, but better. Sometimes done is better than perfect, right? That's what they say. I don't know. I'm kind of like in the perfect mode, though. Kind of like that perfect mode. All right, so lay it on down. And I'm probably going to have to mix up some more of this Formflex. I can be a little dirty at the ballpark. Yeah, I just don't want to get that stuff on my pants forever, you know. Anyway, this is how Formflex comes in a little package like this. And you can store it in your fridge, your freezer. It unthaws and works like magic. So I'm just going to take a little ball of it, because it's not going to take that much, really. A little ball of it. I'll end up putting it back in here. All said and done. I don't want it to dry out, because I'll fly out of here and forget, so I'll do it now. All right. A little bit of water, or a lot of bit of water. And I'm just going to work it in with my little magic wand here. This is like a little credit card that you get when you buy Formflex. Miss Tammy Yaw sends it with every purchase. You get one. Easy peasy, right, Michelle? Hey, girl. Thank you for the sprinkle. I almost didn't make it, you guys, today. I almost did not make it on the live because my thing was going cuckoo. Going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And I didn't, you know, if I had a brain, I would wear my apron. If I only had a brain. Okay, I'm just gonna go with it. It's kind of soupy. I just don't want it to be soupy. All right, shut up about it, Susie, and go with it. Like I said, done is usually better than perfect. Okay, but I don't want this being so far off that it no work, right? I have to line up the feathers again. I'll line up my feathers right here, I just did the perimeter so that I could see where I could, because I already went ahead and pre-drew the writing in there because it's hand lettering, and that's what you do. You just kind of draw it on. Okay, so I got this all mucked up and ready to fill the holes. Like that. Okay, once you get a little bit down, it kind of sticks it for you, so you don't have to sit and hold it the whole time. But if you're not sure about stenciling, you might want to tape it if you're a newbie. And even if you're not, sometimes it helps. Okay. I didn't want to waste a lot of this, so I didn't put out a lot. But you don't really need that much. You don't. Okay. You go in one direction, and then you can go in the other direction, and it pretty much fills it all in. That way you won't miss any spots. Kind of cross hatch it. Okay. Like that. You love your Formplex. I do too, girl. I love it. I love it. I love it. And you know what else I love? I love Miss Tammy Yosh. She's a sweet lady. I had the privilege of meeting her at the St. Augustine event last August. And oh my gosh, she's so sweet. I love her. I fell in love with her. She is just a doll. All right. All right, so we got that much done. We got the wings on here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to dry them so that I can move on. I'm going to move on here. Let's see if I have anything I need to wipe up. Any cleanup in aisle 4. Clean up in aisle 4. There's my Kimmery. Hello, my sweetness. She is an amazing person, isn't she, Kelly? I really love that lady. She's a doll. You just had an instant, one of those people you just click with right away. And her daughter. Sweet, sweet people. Just very down to earth. Very kind. Now, what you're seeing here is the shadowing from the first layer that I put on, which was simply some scrapbooking ink that I went around the perimeter just so I'd know how to lay this out, okay? You need to know where it's all gonna go so you can kind of prep a little bit. Hi, Michelle Bolts, how are you? I hope you're having a good day, Lucia. How are you, dear? Dur. How are you, Dur? Can you tell I'm having a day? Okay. This stuff dries really quick. Oh, I'm not gonna go over it with this just yet. I'm gonna dry it, then I'm gonna kind of paint the background is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna paint the background with, I think, like a grayish, bluish, whitish background, a little muddled. And I am going to try and not cover up my writing. That's what I'm going to try not to do. I'm going to go over it lightly around the wings and stuff with a little tiny brush. Okay. That's dried nice. Okay, so next thing I want to do is I want to mix up a little bit of paint. And I'm going to do a little bit of white, a little bit of this Laguna Blue I'm going to use just a dab. You know what I didn't do? Because I was so worried about whether or not my Facebook page was hacked or not. That's a horrible wonderful feeling, isn't it? Oh, I didn't plug it in. Plug it in. So, did I not pull up just a minute ago a paper plate? Could have sworn I did. Woulda, shoulda, coulda, Susie. Oh, I didn't. Glad I got it fixed because I got it live tomorrow too. I got, we're doing the Light It Up. The Light It Up. I laugh every time I hear that name. Light It Up. It's funny. All right, this is Fusion Mineral Paint in Casement White. I'm gonna have a lot of this. Okay, just a dab of Fusion Mineral Paint. A little dab more in the Coal Black. And I'm going to take just a little bit of this Laguna Blue, and we are going to just paint this background real lightly with a very little bit of blue and gray, not mostly gray. Okay. Oh. And that little streak right there, we're going to cover that up. Yes, we are. Okay. Get in here with an angle brush should help a little bit, I would think. So we've got this going on. All right, I'm just going to get in here and try to get around. Let me darken this lettering a little bit, just in the event that it gets covered up. Right here, I was really light-handed on this side especially. Okay. I got something on my glasses here. Is it paint? Wouldn't be surprised at all. At all. Things are flying up in here. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go down here below first. I'm just going to make like a muddled gray. I'm going to get in here with this gray so that the white will pop. I'm just going to get in here with this brush, go around these angel wing feathers very gingerly, just so that it looks very almost like marble or something. I don't know what you want to call it. Like I said, I don't need a lot of black in this at all. But, oh, I got a little blue in there. I didn't mean to, but it kind of looks neat, don't it? It's a happy little accident. Yeah, I like that. Just going to get in around these feathers. Dot, dot, dot. Pretty. And it doesn't take long once you get around the edges of your main piece here. Doesn't take much. Hi, Joanne. How are you, sweetie? How's your Thursday going, girl? Just get it on there. Just slap it on. Like I say, with a slap it on brush if you have to. No right or wrong. Just make sure that your background is nice and soft and muted. You want it muted. You don't want anything stark or bright. You want the angel wings to be your focal point, you know? And the bird, of course, that we're going to put on. We're going to put a little birdie, little sparrow. just like that. So going in with an angle brush is easier to get around these little feathers, I will say. Just like that. Okay. Make sure that everything's covered nicely. Like that. So it kind of looks very sky-ish, like kind of ethereal. All right, now I'm going to do the same thing over here. I am going to cover up some of the lettering, but don't get scared because I'm going to go over it with marker in the end. So don't get scared and say, what does she do that for? It's all good. I can still see it. Whether you can or not, I don't know, but I can still see it, and that's the important thing. Right? See, if I couldn't see it, then we're in trouble. Then I have to go in and redo it, and it takes time. I have that kind of time. I do like that little bit of blue. I think I'm going to add a little extra up here, just because I can. Gray and blue. Looks like a stormy day in the Caribbean. Or in paradise. Okay. Getting around all the spots. Okay. What do you think? Hi, Moira. How are you, sweetie? Nice to have you on here today, girl. I miss ya. Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the love. All right, on this side, doing the same thing. Over here. Just getting in. Like I said, I got till 4 o'clock. Go, Susie, go. Go, girl, go. I didn't darken this side as much, so I'm just kind of going over it lightly, over the lettering. I didn't darken the lettering, but I can see it. I'm good. Okay, that's it. That's all she wrote. That's all I needed. So it kind of looks sky-esque a little bit, you know, angel wings, birds, sky, you know. Y'all know. Okay, I do need a stencil brush. Right here. I dry it up. On your side of the pond. I am well. You'll have to watch the beginning of this video, Moira, to see why I'm so crazy today. Crazier than per my usual. Oh, sister, I'm a hot mess. A hot mess express. Okay, being that this was kind of almost dry brushed on here, it's not going to take a lot of doing. I'm going to take my little birdie. What bird is the word? Where is it? Oh, it's right in front of me. Hello. Okay, and... Okay, so this bird is really cute, is it not? I do have 2 of these, I think, available. I don't have them in my Etsy shop, but they are available if you're interested. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to position this little guy here. I'm going to do it in black. And then I'm going to go over it in white. So, kind of a, maybe a blackish gray. How's that? Get in there. Doesn't take much because it's a small bird. Okay, so you wax on, wax off. You load it up and unload it, offload it. like this, okay? And I'm going to get in here and pounce. And the wording, how many of you remember the old hymn, His Eye is on the Sparrow? That is what we're doing today. This is going to be a little piece of home decor. Put it in a little easel on a mantle or a table, something like that. You can hang it on the wall if you put a hanger on it. Okay, just like that. Now you have your shadow. How cute is that already, right? Isn't that pretty already? And you're going to dry it. And I'm going to need another stencil brush. I see one, I think. I haven't seen one up there. I hope. Oh, I do. Now I got some more new ones over here. I got some brushes I got to clean. I don't need this one, but this one's kind of biggish, but I can use it. I can use it. Doesn't matter. I ain't fussy. Well, I am. Well, that was a silly thing to say because I am. But, all right, so we just lay this right over top of the shadow like that. Right on the top. Take a little bit of the white. I'll work it into this brush here. Work it in. Okay. Making sure it's lined up. And then get the pouncing. Just a little birdie. Not going to take much. So what that shadow does is it gives it dimension. Just like that. Oh, how cute is he? Okay. And now we've got a sparrow flying in the air. Anyway, the name of the song, thank you, Deborah Davis. Thank you so much. Hi, Phyllis. I didn't know you were on. Okay, so I'm going to dry this up so I don't get my hand in it, smear it all up, as you know. Thank you, sweet Sybil. So basically this is done in like shades of blue and gray and black and all that stuff. Let's see. And I might go around this bird even yet. Give it a little more shading, like underneath its tail feathers, depending on, I don't know. If there was a light source coming from here, then the shading would be under here. So I'm thinking I might do that in the end. But I do have a black Posca paint pen that I'm going to do my lettering in. Okay, and it's going to say, His Eye is on the Sparrow. And I've already got it already written out, but I'm just going to go and trace over it, and then I'm going to thicken the downstroke. So right now I'm just going over what I've already done. So y'all can see. his eye is on. Of course, it's backwards. It always looks so funky now because, you know, Facebook thinks we can read backwards. Yes. Okay, and the word the. It's hard to do it way over here. Okay, and sparrow. S. P. And when you do your hand lettering, it's best to keep your letters really well spaced out so that when you go to thicken your downstrokes, you got lots of space. Okay. Okay, his eye is on the sparrow. So now I'm going to go and thicken the downstrokes and make it look more like hand lettering should. So here is a downstroke. We're going to thicken it up. And it just makes it look so much more professional. Now your upstrokes, you can redo them, but just make sure that they're, you can darken them. You just don't want them thickened. Just your downstrokes. Okay. Okay. And one more over here. Okay. His eye is on. My husband's getting opening the garage door. He's getting ready so that when I'm done, I can throw on my shoes and go. And he said, we'll just fly low. I said, okie dokie, artichokey. We got a ways to go to this ball field. It's probably about an hour drive or so. Especially in rush hour, you know how that is, right? Okay. Here's a downstroke here. Here's a downstroke here. Here's one here. Here's one here. Here's one here. And here's the thing, if you don't like it, you can paint over it and change it. That's the beauty of that. So, all right, I have just a few minutes left. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this wax paste. It's called Chameleon, and it's this kind of shiny, shimmery. I'm just going to put some on my finger. It has a nice smell like oranges. And I'm going to go over. Now, if you can go in this and do it in diamond dust if you wish. But this is really pretty shimmery, I got to tell you. So all of your angel wing is going to shimmer. Just get in there. Get all those high points that you so meticulously put in. And it really does make it stand out. I'll show you the difference between the two. Okay. I could fuss with it a little more, but I'm going to, and I probably will after the live. Look at the difference. See, that's just kind of flat, even though it looks nice. That just gives it a little bit of shine and shimmer. I think it's so much prettier with that. You could do both. You could do this and diamond dust, I'm thinking, if you wanted to. Just Just gonna go around in circles. I could have stenciled that as well. That a bird might go over it and stencil it with some of this and make it raised. That would look kind of neat, wouldn't it? I still might. Never know about me. I always do things after the live. How many creatives do I have on here that do that, that fuss with their stuff after the live for days? It was a disruption, let me tell you why. Because when I was having trouble trying to go live earlier, I had to go off Wi-Fi and I forgot to put it back on. So I just did that. So there was that. That's why I lost you for a minute. Anyway, guys, this is it. This is where I'm going to stop this. But I will take photos of it and videos, and I will probably play with it. More than likely, I will play with it some more. Yeah, it was buffering because I wasn't on Wi-Fi, Sybil. I had so much trouble trying to go live earlier. I had to completely delete my Facebook app and reinstall it. So it was just a little bit of a problem. Glitchy today at best. So anyway, that's what happened. Thank you so much, Deb Cobb. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. I will show you it all in its finished glory in a day or two. And hope you guys have a great rest of your Thursday. I'm off to the ball game. Take me out to the ball game. Yes. And it's a sunny day. What do you know, in Michigan? So I'm all about that. All right, guys. Oh, and you know one other thing I forgot I was going to put on here, and I still am. I'm going to add this cross in the middle. I forgot to tell you about the cross. We're going to put the cross right here in the middle of the angel wings. Just like that. Just like that. I just think it is Totally Dazzled. This was actually mine in my Bella Lina Boutique pack for Totally Dazzled. So I'm going to use it, I'm thinking. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Love you all. Have a wonderful rest of your week. I will see you again tomorrow at 3:15 for Light It Up. All right, guys. Bye.
By his hands he'll lead me, though just